Previously on A Galaxy United. The party landed on Nar Shaddaa and began their journey to tracking down the locations of the infamous Starforges. They followed the information on hand to find an area Revan had been ages before. However, they were not the only ones following the trail. Upon arriving at an old warehouse, they were met with soldiers in Sith armor. Armor that had long since been exhausted since the downfall of Isaidus, as well as a sister group of assassins. As they fought through the enemies to get to the office where Revan was to have stored a datapad detailing her information regarding the Starforges, the party learned of another threat. The Cult of Isaidus, an insidious group following the path of their late idol and hunting the Starforge locations mercilessly as well. Through quick thinking, Arashi was able to track down and locate a base of the cultists on Nar Shaddaa. Time is of the essence. Will they stop the cult in time? And what nefarious purpose does the cult of the late former Sith Lord want with the Starforges? Alrighty. After many months adrift in space, we are back. Back at it again. So, last time the party went to war, well, quote-unquote war, with some unexpected enemies at the abandoned warehouse that they were going to retrieve the information that Revan had stored there. Upon interacting with them, you identified them as members of the Cult of Isaidus, a cult that was modeled after the former Sith Lord that had since been defeated by the crew of the Pichikeen 50 years prior. As such, that is alarming because when Isaidus was alive, he too was searching for the Starforges to create the ideal army. After dismantling them, although they did get information transferred, our more techie members of the party commenced hacking on the console that was Revan's and was able to decode it and unlock it via the password of the Pichikeen. A holovid recording of Revan was released while Arashi was working in the background trying to locate the Cult of Isaidus, and in fact found their headquarters on Nar Shaddaa down in the refugee sector, a long abandoned sector that many years prior was used to house refugees from the Jedi Civil War, as well as the Mandalorian Wars. As such, because you guys are ahead of the curve, you've already gotten the information that the cult does not have, you guys were able to kind of take a rest and recuperate. To save time, as you accessed the holo recording of Revan, Revan would explain her journey, which most of you would know, just because of her historical influence, her time as a child growing up on Dantooine, training in the Force, her friendship with Malak, when they went to war in the Mandalorian Wars, and her journey since then, finding the Starforges, becoming Darth Revan, her fall, her redemption, and etc. Leading up to the point of you would be able to tell that this was recorded around the time that the Pichikeen had first come together. Those of you who were affluent in the history of the Pichikeen would know that initially this group was put together to go find Revan, who had gone missing. This particular recording that you found was made during that time. So, as such, Revan was already pregnant with the prominent Jax and Joseph Onassi, the twins, that are rather prevalent now. And she seemed to know that the Pichikeen was destined to find her. Upon listening to it as she detailed her histories, it seemed like she made this as a history recording for future use. As she transitioned to discussing the Star Forges, she listed a number of planets that the Star Forges were found on, noting that the one on the untamed world, uh, as she had called it, had already been destroyed. That left, pardon me, star maps on Kashyyyk, Nar Shaddaa, Tatooine, Korriban, and Manan. These maps were designed to locate the Star Forges, as well as a few maps that she said were in the uncharted territories. But she would not disclose the location on this recording because she hid those locations elsewhere. But she did detail that the star maps on the previous planets would help direct you to the other outliers and unknown planets. Now, that being said, those who are familiar with Revan's Tale and the Pichakeen would know those star maps on the known planets are pretty familiar, but they're all found in very difficult areas. Enoch, you in specific are very familiar with the one on Korriban because it is in the tomb of Nar Shaddaa, a Sith Lord who was very, very prominent in the Force, very, very well connected in the Force. Those tombs were used as trials with various puzzles, enemies, all sorts of things. It was one of those trials that an apprentice would have to survive, and if they did, they could progress. If not, well, time for a new apprentice. The rest of the planets were on other levels of your knowledge based on your character's explorations. But you do know that ultimately you have two things on your agendas. One is finding these star maps on these planets and locating the other star maps in the unknown territories. And the second one being of the highest priority right now, finding the Cult of Isaidus on Nar Shaddaa, trying to figure out what it is they're up to, and stopping it before they interfere with your mission. So, after having obtained the information and spending some downtime on the Unity Station to kind of recover and compile your data and work together, Ashay has taken Higo to the repair sector of the Unity Station due to some issues with his programming. As such, Ashay is, of course, NPC'd and no longer here for the time being. Epsilon is likely asleep because she just went comatose for random reasons, because story, and I'm the DM and what I say goes.
Because we need a easy way to get them out.
Basically. So, for the time being, the current members of the party who are working together are Arashi, Enoch, Juvia, and Navir. The four of you are to work together to find where the Cult of Isaidus is right now, because that is the most important bullet point that you have to hit now. The rest of the Unity Station is currently working on locating the star maps on the previous planets. So that is a non-issue for you to solve right now. But, Arashi, you have already located the warehouse. Uh, the warehouse in question is just a generic warehouse.
In the works.
Yep. In the refugee sector, which is a known, very abandoned sector, you might see a few homeless denizens there, but for the most part, it's pretty dilapidated. There's not people living down there to upkeep it anymore. So it's pretty easy to kind of locate signatures. And there happened to be a massive warehouse that has many signatures in it. You were easily able to locate them. And this is probably where they currently have their copy of the datapad that Revan had, and are likely working together right now to try and hack it to get the information you guys have already gleaned.
God. Can I lead the rest of the group to the works, to the lower levels? And I would like to find a place that like overlooks this warehouse, but it's still a good distance away.
Very easily done.
Want to spy on them.
Rather easy. It's a lot of the quote-unquote buildings down there are old, like, storage pods that were cut and shaped into pseudo housing, like pod housing. Some has been chipped
Ready
away.
Player One.
Kinda, yeah. Yeah, it was not actual housing like apartments like you've seen in the upper areas of Nar Shaddaa. This was literally just, I found this pod and I'm gonna make it my home type of thing. Some have fallen apart, some have been scrapped, because there's looters all over the place, so naturally they're gonna scrap everything.
Of course.
The only thing that hasn't been scrapped is a warehouse. You're about, I'd say, 500 yards away from it at one of these, like, stacked on pods that look to be like a multi-level home. There's like a roof that you can be on, and as you're observing, you can see that there are two guards in the Sith uniforms, like you've seen prior. Outside, it looks like they're holding guard over doors. There's two doors, enough for just one person to go in. There is like
The doors are in the center.
Yes. There seems to be like a gap between the two doors that just people would go through, and that used to be what was like ships would go in or what have you, but it seemed to be welded shut.
Okay.
To kind of eliminate any other ways in or out. It's just these two standing doors that obviously they use.
And I only see two guards out front.
You only see two guards out front.
Are they behind barricades? Or are they just standing by the door?
They are standing by the door. Because of how dilapidated a lot of things are down here, it's pretty easy for them to spot at fairly good distances to alert everybody inside. Like, there's not a lot of, like, sneaking and getting the jump on them. Like, they could see pretty far away. The only reason why they can't see you is you were smart enough to go up top.
On the sides of the warehouse, do I see, like, windows, or is it just solid wall?
It appears to be solid wall. Where there were windows, it seems like parts of metal, probably from the dilapidated pods, have been soldered on. So that you can't see in or out. It's like they made this to be a secret base or something.
Is the area around the warehouse, like, free of other buildings, or are there other buildings that, like, get kind of close to it?
There are other buildings, but the quote nearest building is about half a block away. Um, you can see that a lot of these are like empty plots where pods were. So they probably took the metal from pods to solder the various windows because there looked like there was a lot of windows and other doors and other entrances that got the metal soldered on. So they probably used the localized pods, which caused a wide open area around them. On the one hand, it gave them kind of an open gap to keep an eye on.
So it means the building is armored then, like with everything that they've taken off of the pods and like soldered onto this building, the building essentially is armored.
Correct. It's armored. There's pretty much a wide open space for the guards to see anybody coming near. So it's, for Nar Shaddaa, it's pretty well fortified.
Do I see like anything that's like an AC unit, pipes leading in and out?
Roll me a perception.
I am looking using the macro binoculars that I bought.
Okay. Because, of course.
Yes.
17. You can see that there are some. They're not air conditioners per se. They're more like air scrubbers to preserve oxygen quality because you are in the lower areas of Nar Shaddaa. The oxygen level is kind of iffy sometimes. So, but they are designed for people to reside in the building long term. It's not like the other scrubbers you've seen where only for a certain amount of time people are in there, like stores or, other things like that. This is more like a dedicated air scrubber filtration unit. So it's designed to have people stay in there for a long time.
What's the approximate size of the vents leading in?
They are approximately 4 feet wide and 3 feet tall.
And are they located on like the front of the building, right side, back side, left side?
There are 2 in the back, 2 in the front, and 1 on each side. So a total of 6 of them around the building. The warehouse does seem to be more of a rectangular shape as well, for clarification, instead of actually square.
Okay. The front ones are going to be a no-go.
I know, right? The little pseudo map, it's great.
2 on the back, 2 on the sides. Do we see any roving patrols of people like going around the building, or it's just the 2 guards continuously at the front door?
As of right now, all that you have seen is just the 2 guards continuously.
Okay.
There does not seem to be a need for roving guards down here because there's not a lot of people down here.
How long is the building? Like from the front to the back, how long is it?
From the front to the back, it's approximately, you'd say, anywhere between 75 to 100 feet. Depending upon how thick the walls are. You don't know because you're not inside.
That's fair. Okay. Well, that. What's the width of the building then?
The width is about approximately 200 feet. Approximately.
So the building is wider than it is long.
Yes.
200. Okay. I'd like to observe the building. I don't know what the rest of the party wants to do, but I'm going to observe the building for a while to see if there's any kind of like delivery of, supplies, food, water, something like that. Trying to find that delivery person.
Okay. Roll me. Was it Still investigation, if I remember correctly. They still have that or something. Okay then. All right. You do not see a delivery person, but with your observations already kind of like scoping the building out the exterior, you know that they would. It looks like the left door would be the entrance, and the right door would be the exit to kind of make it easier for them to track who's coming and going into the building. The limitation of who enters, who exits.
I feel like there's more than that. We have vents all around the building. There's 2 on the back side, 1 on either side, 2 on the front. The 2 in the front would be within view of the 2 guards. They're standing by the front doors. Any of the vents in the back or on the sides, somebody could feasibly cut into those and then sneak into the building that way.
Just to clarify, out of character, there are multiple ways for your party to get in and out. It just looks like there's 1 regulated entrance, 1 regulated exit. So for them, there's really 1 way. Like, it's a regulated thing. It's not like they can't go in or out the doors. It's just to make it easier for them to track people.
How much space is there in between the entry door and the exit door that the 2 guards are in front
of? Approximately 20 feet. Because the area in between them looked like it would have been used for like storage carriers to come in, because it was an old warehouse, but the doors have been soldered.
Okay.
So that the big like door is shut.
Those doors are fairly close together. Left side door is 90 feet from the left wall. Right side door is also 90 feet from the right wall. 20 feet in between makes up the 200 feet for the width. Enoch, if you wanted to go through one of the vents on the back side of the building, would give you the maximum distance away from the 2 guards at the front. And I'm not seeing anybody come in to like bring them supplies.
Nope, no supplies yet.
What race are these guards?
They're in full Sith uniform, so you cannot tell. But you do know that generally the people that could wear these uniforms were human, or at least humanoid, like heavily humanoid. They couldn't be like a Trandoshan because they had tails. Like, it had to be some, really humanoid species. Were the only ones who could fit into these.
Okay. Yep. But if I'm trying to go in there as like a person bringing in supplies or something like that, I would just need to have whatever that person's uniform is, and I wouldn't need to look like one of the Sith troopers. if they continuously receive supplies, they have to have some kind of way that they sustain people inside this building. So they have to get supplies somehow. And at that point, it would be somebody like outside contracted.
If you want to, you certainly can. I will say that because again, you guys have the advantage of time is on your side. You can observe for quite a while. Um, I will say that you do see someone come in around the noon hour. Uh, this seems to be a person who is it. It's a humanoid, a male. Um, Blonde hair. You can't see what color eyes from the distance. It he looks like he's wearing this. Um, it looks like a Sith uniform, but it looks like it's been modified, like a Sith officer's uniform. Um, roll me a investigation check to further get details on him.
I do want to ask you what you thought. We've not made any inroads into like finalizing a plan yet.
Nope, you
I've
guys are
just been
still observing.
And yes. I think we have other ways in without having to risk somebody going in as a prisoner. Nope. That is not what I have said. Epsilon's on narcotics right now. But currently, if we can get a few people into the building first, and then we have others that can make the assault on the front. Right now, I'm only seeing 2 guards. That gives entryway into the front. It gives help to that assault team already on the inside. If we have 2 different people in 2 different places inside the building, before that initial assault happens, we can cause confusion inside the building as well to make it easier. I think the last building, we didn't have a plan going in. We went through the front door.
plan. Arashi, with that investigation roll, you notice that the Sith of officer, quote unquote, loose quote, uniform has a specific emblem, English is hard, over the left chest. This emblem seems to be the markings that is well known as Isaidus' face tattoo, which seems to be the emblem of the Cult of Isaidus. So this officer seems to be of a higher ranking.
And the two guards at the front treat him like he's higher ranking?
Correct. Like, they immediately are standing at attention. Um, the one that is at the entrance door opens it for him as he is bringing in, like, this massive cart that, like, this massive loader that's kind of automatically following him. That seems to have various crates. Probably food and supplies. Just that one's easy enough to figure out. It's probably food and supplies.
Well, that is not the person to try and copy. You don't copy an officer because then everyone expects certain things from you and they have a lot more eyes on them. You want to copy a grunt if you're going to copy anyone, somebody that isn't responsible for a whole bunch of stuff other than basic menial tasks.
Like janitors, yeah.
Yep. Yes.
I hope I have an answer. Yes.
Where we are now, is there like vegetation? Do you see like wildlife?
No vegetation or wildlife. This area of Nar Shaddaa, while it is one of the lower sectors, it has rather not overtly polluted, but still heavily polluted air. So natural vegetation and wildlife doesn't exist here.
Like that's realistically in any disheveled, we would have some type of like animals, right? Like rodents.
None that you could see. I know that there are, like, essentially the equivalency of, like, rat-like species in the Star Wars universe. You haven't seen any here. That doesn't necessarily mean they don't exist or are not there. You guys just have not seen any. Probably because the guards at the door would probably shoot them because they're pests. But probably.
Well,
Inside the building, I can cause a pretty good distraction. And chances are, in this building, because, you know, guards suck, there's probably some rodents in there. So we might have, on the off chance, allegedly, to be able to have some companions on the inside of the rodent variety.
that is fair. And we'll need them once the actual assault happens.
Exactly. It's not the size of the ship, it's the motion of the ocean.
So then, Naver and Juvia, are you okay with being the two for the assault team?
Oh, hell yeah, I'm about to assault this whole damn place. I'm gonna walk all over it.
Okay. Well, Enoch, me and you will go in from the back. We could take both of the two entry vents from there. Gives us 2 points of entry into the building. Allows us to create a distraction to allow the assault team to get in. I don't know where those vents are going to let out at, so I'm not sure. However, please take this, and I will hand over one of the comm links. As soon as this comm link blinks, that's the assault team's signal to go. And at that point, stealth out the window. It's full assault. But I would hate for us to try and do just an assault at the beginning and then be outnumbered with, 200 guards running out of there. We don't know how large this cult is.
Well, it's a good thing that Enoch said he has a way for you guys to get the layout.
Exactly. So, Enoch, you ready? We'll have to take the long way around. If you have a layout of the building now, then we should use that as part of our planning. If it's sending in a droid, I still think that we should wait until we get to the back. Assault team would end up going in from the front, and then that would be after we go all the way around the building, and then we'll split at the back, one to event, and then the other one to event. Yeah, we're trying to get in and give you an idea of what you're going to be up against before you charge. We're getting ready to leave now. I would also choose dexterity. Fantastic.
Fan? Oh yeah, and you guys are close enough that you'll have plenty of time. Yep. If you both would be so kind, my sneaky duo, to roll some stealth, please, as you do the heckin' sneaky sneaks.
Now, in addition to that, we are leaving from the back way of the Habs, heading like 5 blocks over, so that we're way out of their way. 10 blocks up, 5 blocks over, come back to 5 blocks.
Oh yeah, you're doing kind of a roundabout way to make sure that you guys can actually get there sneakily.
29.
Jesus Christ. Oh, yeah, you guys are fine. you guys are so fine. Like, ugh. You guys are super sneaky. You are, after all, the stealthy duo.
On the backside of the building, do we see any guards on this backside?
No.
Okay.
Looks like there was supposed to be, again, same with the front, like a big garage door type of thing that was soldered. Not that surprising. It looks like they heavily soldered things to make it a heavy fortress if possible, to kind of minimize who could go in, who could go out. It's very well done for a shady cult.
Okay. Enoch, do you want left or right? Okay. So Enoch heading right. Enoch.
Affirmative. I really should just. You know what? I need to pull up the Roll20 so that the viewers can observe the chaos of the map on Nar Shaddaa that I did not expect to be made, but here we are.
I will say, as they separate, Enoch, you will see Arashi remove their helmet, assuming a general humanoid form that looks like
It looks like something.
I'm gonna put it in general.
It do be of the humanoid
it looks like
variety.
this for you, Enoch.
There you go. He was briefly bamboozled.
And then as we split to our vents, I will use the comlink over to Juvia and Naver and just let them know we're about to make entry into the building.
Yes.
It does. Yes.
Yeah.
This whole time?
As a changeling, Arashi takes a form that they assume would be pleasing to whoever it is that they're addressing. Arashi can't see this. Okay. I think we need to make entry into the building.
Alright. Enoch. This is your chance to shine, my dear. Lucy's been waiting on this for a hot minute, y'all.
Oh yeah.
which, for the sake of simplicity,
Arashi would like to use a fusion cutter to start making an entry into the vent on their side.
Little E is the best. We love Little E.
Oh, that is super cute.
Just the cutest little droid. Kinda, yeah. Yup. So, the map that I do have pulled up, including where everyone is what you can see through little E, Enoch. There's a couple of the troopers inside, a couple of captains, and you're able to see 3 more of these sister assassins in kind of like this little office area on a table. It looks like they're trying very hard to hack the copy of the data to try to get the information about the Star Forges. But this is the complete layout that you have and are able to relay to everyone else.
And with Arashi having cut a hole in the vent now,
Yep.
Arashi can get in from the back. Enoch should be able to get in from the back. I think it's time for the front assault team to go.
Yep.
Arashi will press the button and signal the front assault team.
Go right ahead and roll it for me. Let's see. With a 9, normally, excuse me, frog and throat. Normally with a 9, it would not. However, these guards seem to be a bit distracted. Likely, possibly because new food came in, so you just caught them enough off guard that it hits, and they are stunned. And nobody inside seems to be made aware of this.
Stop that. So, guess it's time to knock on the door.
Holding.
Arashi is holding in action.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, by all means.
Don't touch me with that force shit.
This is starting to be some like Big Bang Theory level of knocking. If it works on the third time, I'm going to lose my shit.
Third time's the charm.
Okay. Fourth time's the charm.
Kind of a whole little metal heathen on her back, so.
I mean,
She's gonna take Epsilon and just bang her against the door. That's what she's gonna do. Well, he just gives Epsilon a concussion.
it's fine. She's already knocked out. She's just knocked out longer.
Okay, this is a series of knocks, and everyone's gonna be like, what is that?
Oh yeah. I mean, Arashi and Enoch, like, as you guys are waiting for them to, be the distraction, as you guys are in your vents and, observing through droids, you just kind of hear, like, this knocking, and, like, some of the passing soldiers are just kind of looking at the door, and then, like, looking at each other, and they're very confused. Then it sounds like somebody got thudded against the door, and they just, like, immediately are like, the fuck? Like, guns halfway up and everything. It's just naughty the fuck. There it is. And then suddenly the door swings wide open. You're pretty sure that Epsilon has a more than a minor concussion at this point. But it's still snoozing. Those narcotics are strong indeed. Yeah, I mean, I didn't expect her to be used in this way, but here we are. You know what? Sucks to suck. That is exactly improvised weaponry. I'm gonna beat a motherfucker with another motherfucker. I mean, the door is open, and the first thing that everybody sees is just like the snoozing Epsilon's head having baffed open the door. It's just like, the fuck? But, Juvia and Nivira, you guys will be coming through this door down here at the bottom left. And let me, where the fuck is that? There it is. Now we will consider DS door.
Would we say this is
Yep.
a surprise round?
I mean, they're kind of surprised by somebody literally bashing the door open with somebody else's head. So, despite the fact that you did say to be a distraction.
Absolutely.
How to be a distraction? You just said to be a distraction.
Oh no,
It's a little more clarification.
Juvia, this is perfect.
Like, I'm having us roll initiative, but yes, you guys do get a surprise round because you legitimately surprised them.
This
So,
is exactly what I wanted to happen.
like, okay, show off with that nat 20. Stop it right now. Okay, I think that's everyone. Yep, perfect. Cool. So let me doop. Cool. Again, we're gonna go through initiative order, but you guys get surprise round. So the enemies don't get to do shit yet. So, if everybody's ready, we will start your surprise round with Arashi first and Enoch on deck, because apparently the sneaky duo has to go first.
The sneaky duo was specifically waiting for them to bust through the door.
It works really well. I'm kind of shocked.
Right? Arashi would like to use the disruptor sniper rifle
Okay.
with an assassination round
Naturally.
on this one here.
Okay.
Advantage on the attack roll. 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
Dealing 9 acid, and they need to make a dexterity saving throw of DC 22.
That is a 10.
So they take an additional 30 energy damage
Ow.
plus sneak attack.
Ow.
And unfortunately, I'm not high enough level to how to be an automatic crit.
Oh, darn.
But I do believe that that will also partially disintegrate the vent that I'm looking out of.
Yeah, the vent goes kapoof.
So I would like to portable high ground jetpack
And suddenly there was stealth no more.
over to here.
So first they're going Nani the fuck at the door. Then it's Nani the fuck over at the assassin sisters, who one just got the shit shot out of them. Then Nani the fuck over to the vent that has been destroyed, and then suddenly jetpack hottie.
Yeah.
Confusion about.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Is that it for your turn? Maybe.
I will use my bonus action to sling the disruptor rifle back on my back and pull out the 2 heavy slug pistols.
Pew pew. Okay, easy enough. That it for you?
That is it.
Alright. Oh, Stealthy Boy, it is your turn with Juvia on deck. Oh god, math. Nobody told me there'd be math. All the heckin' math. Always back to the vents, Lucy. Apparently.
Yes.
Yes. Just casually. Might not want to be there soon. Yep. All the colored pings. Yeah, stay away from the air scrubbers that he just laid mines on. Easy enough. Juvia, you are up with Navarre on deck because, again, everybody's still shocked. They are shooketh. I mean, it's not going to be a very high DC because Epsilon is not conscious enough to fight against it, so you could just kind of yeet her. And
This is what happens when you sleep in.
exactly, this is what happens when you sleep during game day. So yeah, just go ahead and roll a stealth. It's not going to be a very high DC because you are already strong. Epsilon is built, but not massive, so it's not going to be hard for you to go, beat a motherfucker with the angry
Another
one.
motherfucker.
Yeah. Technically speaking, yes. Yes. Yeet Epsilon. I accept this wholeheartedly.
Nope.
Oh, you yeet. Suddenly, Epsilon goes flying into the air and heavy bonk occurs. Apparently, you have found out the answer that Epsilon's head is, in fact, harder than their armor. Epsilon doesn't know this, but you guys know this now.
It wasn't Busker.
I mean, yeah. You are right. They are not wearing Beskar armor. So Epsilon's head is a lot harder. I'm just gonna give a flat damage because how much damage does an Epsilon do? Not her attacks, an Epsilon.
Whack.
You know what?
What is their hit die?
I don't freaking know. I'm just gonna bullshit it because she's also being yeeted. Like, her body is being yeeted. So.
That's fair.
Oh, well, okay. Still hurts, but also knocked him back.
Oh, also crit. So would
Yeah.
that be double?
It would be. So, yeah, it knocked him back. I just sucked at the regular roll. But it did hurt, and it knocked him back. They are discombobulated, beaten to shit. And you know what? They're probably prone because they have an Epsilon on them now. So that was really effective. This is not how I expected this to go, but alright.
This is exactly how I expected it to go.
I'm glad somebody expected it to go a certain way.
Utter chaos.
And anything else that you want to do while you're at it? Jesus Christ. Oh no.
The representative will be with you shortly.
Oh no. But wait, there's more. You know, I never know what to expect with you guys, but it's always exactly what I expect and yet not what I expect at the same time. I don't think they would have expected a person being yeeted at them. No. I don't think they were prepared for that at all. Of the things that they have prepared themselves for, this was not on the training list.
Oh,
It's-
what do you mean you can't move anymore?
you only had so much movement?
only
That was
moved
only 10
10 feet.
feet. I was gonna say, I know you can get closer. Beat the shit out of people, Juvia. You got this.
You're within range of that one, that one, that one, and that one.
That tracks. Yep. I mean, fair. It do hit though.
Whack. Fuck.
Whack. Fuck. Ow. Just hitting him while he's down. Jesus Christ. Oh boy. Oh. I love that. Anything else? Alrighty. Nevere, you're up with soon to be back to the sneaky people after everyone has stopped being discombobulated. I know, right? I mean, it works. It works.
I don't know if Absalom can lift Juvia.
Good
Juvia's
luck.
big.
Juvia is muscle mommy for a reason.
That's also fair.
Fair. Go for it. Yeah, pretty much. Like, so far, that was the winner of the day. So, like, oh, can't top that. Just, okay.
Inspiration for that?
You 100% do.
The lauded epsilon toss
Yeah.
will soon be a new Olympic sport.
I just yeet the yeet the epsilon. There you go. Uh, an 8 and a 15 will not hit. The 15 barely misses, though.
Since they're surprised, does he have advantage?
You know what? Technically, because they are surprised, he would get advantage, so the 18 would hit. The 15 would not. So you'd get at least one hit. No worries. Nope. You should be able to just click on
Lightsaber.
lightsaber in the Roll20 chat where it says lightsaber. Oh, that is weird. Why did it not do the actual damage? Huh.
It looks like it was put in wrong.
Well,
Repeating attack modifier. Well, what is your
that seems weird. That seems
what is your
incorrect.
ability modifier? Lightsaber uses strength or dex or what? +4. So your attacks should be more than what they are. Because then your lightsaber attack would be the attack plus your dexterity modifier plus your proficiency bonus, which right now it's only showing the proficiency bonus. Are you able to pull up his character?
Give me just a sec.
Click that. Oh, okay, that's why. So
Your
lightsaber needs to go to dex. Yeah, so you should have a +7 on that attack, and then can you open it up for the damage type? Because that should be dexterity as well. There we go.
Alright.
So now that's
should be
what
fixed,
your lightsaber
so-
should be looking like.
There we go. Now it's fixed. Okay, I will take that damage. That damage is much better.
No problem. I've worked a lot of Roll20 stuff.
Yeah, we're kind of proficient at the Roll20 stuff by now. That's okay. It's been a hot minute since we played, so I'm not shocked that there were some minor glitches. But those were your attacks. You did the movement. Was there anything else that you were able to do? Just so I know. Okay. Cool. Then we go back to the top of initiative order.
And I saw all those mines get placed over here. I need to fucking move. I'm in danger. I am going to go here, here. I'll go my 30 feet to here, jumping over these crates. But I am going to be attacking this one and this one My main hand weapon will be going into this one. My offhand slinger will be going into this one.
Okay, go for it.
I will also be using the rapid capability from the heavy slug pistol on each one of these.
Okay.
So I need a dexterity saving throw from both of them.
1, 2.
Shit.
They are shockingly dexterous.
God damn it. Okay, well, he takes half of 36 on the first one.
That's
So
18.
that's 18. And then this other one over here takes half of 38.
Oh god, that requires math. Why do you do this? 19. Okay. Ow! That hurt.
And this one, since they're still alive, would have gotten an attack of opportunity against me.
They would, you are correct. So they're gonna try to shoot you into fate.
Shit, I needed to do sneak attack damage on both of those too.
Oh, well go ahead and roll those and I can calculate.
Plus 11, plus 13, not halved.
Well, yeah, because it's sneak attack. Somehow you got them down to about the same amount of health. Anyway. 14.
14 will not hit me.
Okay. So he tries to shoot you and you blast him in the face.
Yep, with 8 rounds apiece.
That kind of fucking hurt, yeah.
Because the heavy slug pistols have
Basically a
rapid
shotgun.
8.
Yeah, that kind of hurted it did.
That's fair.
Is that it for you?
Yeah. I gotta reload those before I can do that again.
Fair. Oh, Enoch!
Skitter, skitter, skitter.
Skitter, skitter, skitter. Yeah. Yes, he is. You are correct on that. Big explosion. Big explosion. Lots of fire.
Goodness. Oh, goodness.
Oxygen is flammable, okay?
Fuck.
Everything in this area. There's also like a distinct hole in the walls. Like, those vents no longer safe. They are no longer existing. And fire is raging. It's a grand old time. Right about here. Conveniently enough. Alrighty. That means, Juvia, you are up with the assassin sisters on deck. That was shockingly effective. Oh, there are pictures. Do it. By all means. Unknown question mark. I mean, they are prone, so you have advantage, and that advantage lands you a nat 20. So you hit. You hit them hard. Again. Alright, so. Ow! He is really not doing too good. He's barely hanging on. No worries. Sorry, I had to let Scar know that Epsilon's body was useful today.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I said what I said.
It makes a great battering ram slash bludgeoning tool.
Apparently. Let me see. Oh, Jesus. I mean, yeah. Hey, it never hurts to ask, so. Alrighty, then it is the Assassin Sisters coming to join the fray with the captains on deck. Okay. Ah, perfect. So, after being alerted to some bullshit, what was that? 30. Okay. That one's gonna go here. That one's gonna go there. And that one's gonna go there. Alrighty. We're gonna have a fun time. So, these guys all have multi-attacks. So they get to make 3 ranged attacks. And let's see. So, let me double check something really fast. Okay, yep. But I've got to wait for him to come in from smoking. So, there's going to be 3 shots fired at Juvia and 3 shots fired at Navir. So far. So, at Juvia, 1, 2, and 3. A 15, a 19, and a 14. Do any of those hit Juvia? Alright. Alrighty. You just take 8 kinetic damage. Then there's going to be 3 attacks on Navir. Not enough stuffies. 2 23s and an 11. Oh, jeez. Yeah, so go ahead and roll that die, because if it gets your AC above 23, it blocks both of them. Your kinetic die, please hold. That's what I'm double checking. I believe you're right, Lucy, but. Right?
I think originally it was 1d4 level 5 and
Yep, it is in fact 1d6. You are correct. So you. Because you rolled the max, plus 6 to your AC, I'm pretty sure that makes a miss. Alright, cool. And then I know Rob's out smoking because he's a nicotine addict and I can't take him anywhere. But there is going to be 3 attacks on Arashi, so I'm just going to go ahead and roll them. Oh, that's a nat 20. I guarantee that hits. Unless he has something, but I'll have to wait. To 16. What is his AC? Okay, so only the nat 20 would hit. Possibly. We'll see when he comes back in. And we just gotta wait for his happy ass to get back in. And of course, Epsilon is okay with her body being used. Let me message him so he knows that, I'm waiting on him. I just texted you.
Is it my turn?
No. You got attacked.
Oh shit.
A nat 20 hit you.
Yep, that hurts.
Alright, I just had to double check if you had anything against it before I tried to roll damage.
Nope, roll damage.
Cool. Remember, it is just what is rolled because this is the player's favor.
Okay.
Yeah, that's just a flat 5 because I rolled bare minimum. You got lucky.
Yep.
You got very lucky.
Yep.
All right. That's it for the Assassin Sisters. Now it's the captains. This guy still has an Epsilon on him, so bear with me while I roll a strength just to see if he can even lift her off of him. Yep, he does. Okay, cool. So he is now no longer prone. But that was an action to push her off and half his movement to get up, so he can't do shit. Meanwhile, again, these guys also have multi-attack. Ignore the attack roll. I don't know why it does this. So, there is going to be another 2 attacks at Arashi and another 2 at Navir. So, Arashi, you are getting shot twice.
Shit.
A 24 and a 17.
Both those hit.
22 damage total.
Guy.
And now there's going to be 2 shots at Navir. Oof. Let's see. Yeah, you can do it at any turn. So, yeah. It doesn't say it's limited. Alright, one was a 22, so it still hit ya. But the other one was a nat 1, so that one failed. Which means it instead shoots the other guy, so I'm going to roll an attack. And he shoots his buddy for 7. So, That is hilarious. I love that. Oh no, Arashi is hurted it. Oh no! Well, on the plus side, that is it for this round of enemies' turn. Navarre, you're up with the Sith troopers on deck.
Yeah, it's not quite the end of. There's 2 Sith troopers here.
Like I said, there's more, but it's Navarre's turn, and they can still fuck up their rolls.
Yeah, they could. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Go for it. That hits. The 13 does not. Yes. Yep. So you would hit lightsaber, roll that damage, and then roll the kinetic die.
No.
I know, you just click on the word lightsaber in the actual Roll20 chat.
In chat, not on your character sheet.
Yes, not on the character sheet. In the chat where it says it rolled the lightsaber. There you go. Alright. Okay. Perfect. Alright, then it is the trooper's turn.
Mm-hmm.
And once again, they multi-attack.
Oh, shit.
I don't know why it rolls the attack, but so good news, bad news, they have multi-attacks. That's the bad news. The good news is, Arashi, you are on your jetpack, and the 2 over here have staffs that cannot hit you. These are 2 melee boys. The rest are ranged. So you got lucky.
I'm not technically on my jetpack. I had done the jetpack over to here, and then I ran over here. Same way I vaulted over these.
Well, either way, these 2 are melee boys, so they only get 2 attacks.
Yeah, they'd still be
So,
able to get on me.
yeah. But that's, that's still the news. Shit, what was their movement? I was looking at that. Okay, yep. So,
Oh boy.
Alright. So there's gonna be 4 melee attacks on Juvia, 2 on Navarre, 4 on Arashi.
Yep.
Alright, so for the 4 attacks on Juvia. 17, a 10, a 20, and an 8. I believe that. Gotcha. That's only 1 attack. Only does 4 kinetic damage. Alright. And then 2 on Navarre. 12 and an 8. I guarantee those miss. Oh yeah, nope, they miss. And then the last 4 on Arashi. That's a nat 1. He hits his buddy. Please hold for 7 damage. Right. Ow. Alright, and then he will swing again. And then
Miss.
you got very lucky.
Yep.
Alright, that is it for the enemies, and he only did damage to his friend. His friend is kind of offended. Arashi, you are up. Enoch, you are on deck.
Okay. I'm in danger. Bonus action, disengage. Movement. Running over here to hide behind whatever this stuff is. And as I run, I will take 2 shots. Main hand at this guy, and then offhand at this guy.
Okay?
Heavy slug pistol.
Oh, that hits.
For 9. And offhand
That hits.
for 12.
Ow!
And then because I have covert style operative exploit, I can use my reaction to take the hide. So I would like to hide. Fuck.
Okay.
That's a really bad stealth roll.
Yeah.
Though, since I dealt damage to both of these, creatures that I've dealt damage to since the start of my last turn have disadvantage on wisdom perception checks made to find me. So those 2 Sith troopers have disadvantage on their perception.
Gotcha.
Everyone else might be able to see me.
I mean, yeah, probably.
Oof. But that is it for my turn.
12 and a 12. They, in fact, do not see you.
Fantastic. At least those 2 don't see me. The others might.
They are heckin' bamboozled. He's pissed off because he got shot. He's pissed off because he got shot by his friend. They're having a day. They're not happy. Alright.
Rashi is also not happy.
Yeah, this is not how Arashi expected this to go.
Oof.
Yes. Alrighty, then it is Enoch's turn with Juvia on deck. Correct. Basically a platform. Strikes. On which guy? Okay, strike save. Passed. He's too angry at his friend. He's very tense. I mean, hey, it's better than none. Go for it. Zap onto the other. Yeah, it sure does. fucking hurt. He's blaming his friend. Just to clarify, he's blaming his friend for the electricity. Exactly. Alrighty, Juvia, you are up with the assassin sisters on deck. Holding. Go for it. Yep, an 11 will miss. You do have inspiration. Yes.
You just roll the dice again, right?
Yep. For DM inspiration, it would just be a D6.
I thought it was just re-roll the dice.
Or no, you're right. DM inspiration. I'm so used to Thursday with Finn's.
Yeah.
So yeah, 17 would hit because you just re-roll with the DM inspiration. He is verily unalived. You have broken open the piñata. Congratulations. There is no candy inside.
What's with all this red stuff? What's with all this red stuff?
I know, right? I didn't ask for this. Alrighty. Anything else? Alrighty. Back to the Assassin Sisters. Again, they can do 3 ranged attacks, so... This one's gonna go for Juvia. This one's gonna go for Navir. This one's gonna try and shoot Arashi.
Yep.
So Juvia is gonna get 3 shots. Bap, bap, bap. Oh well, okay. Please hold. That perfect because that nat one hits the other trooper by your side. Ow. Alright, this next one is going to shoot Navir. 1, 2, 3. So only 1 will hit. You take 6 kinetic. And then 3 at Arashi.
All of those hit.
Oh boy. $22, I think.
Yep, Arashi is down.
That's a problem. But that's it for their turn, and now it is the Sith captains. They also have 2 rifle attacks. So there's going to be 2 at Enoch and 2 at Navir. So the first at Enoch. Oof. That's fair. I swear I'm not. This is not by intention.
There's a lot of nat 20s being rolled. It almost seems like I'm playing as the DM. I am not.
You said you can deflect the 21? Yeah, just go ahead and roll a 2d6. Okay. So that was a nat 20. And then da, 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good thing that we have Enoch around. Enoch is very useful, as exampled by the fucking explosion in the corner.
Yeah.
Arashi, you are not dead. You are just knocked out.
Yeah, I know.
Just to clarify, you don't have to have the X over your character.
That says I'm knocked out.
I know you're knocked out. You don't have to have that. I have that symbol that's for the dead. Take the X off. You're not dead. Okay. Takes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it. And then 2 are gonna go at Navir. Never mind, nothing goes at Navir. Cool, great, glad that that's a thing.
Goes to the wall behind Navir.
Right. Navir, it is your turn. Pretty much. Yeah, Han that did it. He does.
Anyway, really don't want to do this, but gotta help Arashi as well. I'm going to dash, and I'm gonna run over 35 to get there. So I'm just gonna dash over to Arashi. I don't, because I dash, I don't think I can do an action or an attack. So, well, actually, that's right here. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Dash, and I'll just be right next to him. So anyone tries to hit this, I'll make sure it's but unfortunately, I have to wait till my next turn to heal, unless I can go ahead and do that now.
If it's a bonus action, you can. I know some healing can be a bonus action, and that you definitely could do. But if it says it's an action, that would have to wait. Okay. Now there is going to be some attacks of opportunity on you. You're still going to be able to get over there, but you might take some damage. So the first is going to be from the captain as you go by. Never mind, he completely biffs it and misses. Cool, great. The trooper, that's a 17. Does a 17 hit you? Cool. So no, you in fact do not get hit, and you get over to Arashi. We're good. Alrighty, it is the trooper's turn. There's gonna be some attacks. So these 2 over here are gonna switch to their gun. And then there's gonna be 4 melee attacks on Juvia. Maybe. We'll see. Well, I know that nat 1 immediately biffs it and misses. Okay. Total of 14 damage. Then that trooper's gonna go there and try to fire at Navir. Oh, nose.
I was at 16 health before I got taken down.
It's 3 shots at Navir. No worries. Yep, so none of them will hit you.
Wait, deflect adds to your AC? Ooh, shit.
Yeah, it's quite handy. These two are gonna try to shoot at you now, Enoch. Because you kind of came out of nowhere and zapped the fuck out of them. I am not trying to kill you guys, I promise. On on the plus side, they don't really do a lot of damage even with the nat 20. It's just
We don't really have a whole lot of health. I only have 43.
I don't even know why we even
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
16.
17.
Or yeah, 17, sorry. I can't math.
But this one and this one also hit.
Oh, yeah, I miscounted.
$27 and 39. 39.
39, 39.
Ooh.
On the plus side, that is the top of initiative order.
I have a success.
You did succeed.
I have one success.
Okay. I will say, at the top of initiative order, this fire kind of continues to spread.
We gotta get out before the building collapses on us. Shit.
So, with that being said, with this spreading, you guys hear one of the assassins shout out to the rest of the group, "We have what we need. Leave them or burn." And
all suck.
and as a reaction, the assassins dip into stealth. Yeah, not the best, but it's enough that with the distraction of the fire, they blip. So there's that at least. Alright, so Enoch, it is your turn. With Juvia on deck. There are. You are correct. I'm gonna run away. I'm gonna verily fucketh right off. Noted. As one does. Cool, cool. Juvia, you are up.
Y'all should have went with my plan, but whatever.
Duly noted.
Right. Jesus.
Noted. Next time I will.
You're fine. Jesus. Stop it. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, Robert. There's a reason why we can't have nice things. Anyway, what the Juvia doing? Oh, Jesus. Follow text. I am special.
I didn't know this, but I do have an extra attack. Jesus, Joseph, Mary. Jesus, Joseph, Mary.
Well, we'll just say that you were distracted with literally carrying Epsilon.
Fine, 'cause I'm gonna take my anger out on this.
Go for it. Oh boy. That hits. That also hits. Alrighty. And is that it for you? You do see womp rats trying to run out of the building. So, you know, there were in fact rats. I mean, it works. And he is bleeding, so it actually works. Yeah, all of a sudden Womp Rats kind of go after him, so I gotta find the right token because he's got some Womp Rats trying to bite at him. He's a bit distracted. great. Well, but, well, you at least have one that is completely distracted because he's being nommed upon, so that's effective. Is that it for Juvia? Alright, so the remaining captains are going to, in fact, disengage. And they are going. Well, they're not running near you to uh get an attack of opportunity. They saw the giant thing of fire in the corner and just bolted. I will say, uh Juvia and Enoch, because you're in the vents and you can kind of hear, um you hear them go outside and you hear some sort of yelling before you hear what sounds to be almost like a giant cannon firing and then two bodies falling. Nani the fuck? You'll find out soon. All right, and that takes it to whoever, Navir, I guess. I was like, it's somebody. Right? Like, wait, hold on. Why are you insulting her? Oh, no, never mind. Go for it. what? What did we learn? But go ahead and roll the heals for Arashi.
No.
It'd be 2d8 plus your force casting modifier, so dex modifier.
I didn't roll the actual stuff yet.
Yeah, it just gave the detail of the power, not the actual rolling of it.
Because I think it has the. You gotta set it up as an attack and roll 20 instead of as a spell card.
you go to his powers. And then open up the gear on heal. Output as attack. And then damage would be 1d8.
Nope.
Oh, he's on it right now.
Yep. 1d8.
And then
Plus 4.
no,
Oh, nope,
don't,
that's not
don't
there.
do +4.
I know what I'm doing.
Stacks, and then you can't make it do the stuff from here. It would have to be on the actual card itself for leveling up.
It should work. But that's just 1d8.
So then it needs one more d8.
So total of
that's-
11.
Nope, it's 7.
Or, you know what I meant.
Yeah, because you only add the +4 once.
You know what I meant.
But you heal for 7.
There, you're up. Dramatic. Shit. Alrighty. Is that it for you, Nivir?
I kind of want to. Well, actually, let me ask you, Mr. Rashi. Should we make it to the front door, or should we go by that?
Vents are probably full of fire. We should probably just go out the front door.
I would like
Go ahead and roll strength to see if you can carry Arashi.
Naver. Arashi has shifted to look like this now. Same one that you had seen previously.
Yep. I mean, you could probably do at least half your movement with Arashi for now because you did heal. Had to get Arashi to their feet.
Also, real quick, can I literally see Arashi change? Like, literally?
Yes. No helmet on. Okay. Nope. Gonna use the jetpack.
Oh. Things keep cutting. Oh no. Okay. Because you cut out. Like, I just heard, and I will, and then nothing. Because our voice connection was dipping slightly. Can we be heard now? Wow, it kept really cutting out and going low. Our internet is being weird. Great. Okay, to summarize, yes, you can carry. Go ahead and just carry. Just assume you can carry and go where you want. That's as much as I could decipher from how badly everything was cutting out for a minute. Okay. You get to where you currently are. Alright. Okay, cool. It gets to be the trooper's turn. They will all disengage and start running to the door as well. Juvia, you can get attacks of opportunity on 2 of them. Well, this one is still getting attacked by womp rats. Never mind. Probably not. He's probably going to be a snack of some point. Go for it. Nope. And nope. That's okay. That's alright. They get to the door. And at the top of initiative order, you hear more blasting sounds. All of you this time. Massive, like, cannon shots. And the ones that already left, you can hear 2 bodies before you see these 2 come running back in. With cannon fire following them, and then they collapse.
Shit.
And behind them, if I can actually click the damn thing, in comes in a massive Mandalorian. You guys recognize that this is Legion.
Legion.
Probably the biggest Mandalorian you guys know.
Thank you for the save.
Legion comes in and kind of like looks at the fire. And then slowly looks back at the rest of the party. Turns to the guy covered in womp rats and shoots him and takes him out of his misery. Before Legion looks to the rest of you and goes, "We believe that fire is dangerous to organics. We suggest a hasty retreat."
Agreed.
And Legion will let you guys leave the warehouse first before following after. Upon exiting the warehouse, you will see that those troopers that tried to escape are now scattered bodies on the floor. As Legion just kind of casually walks behind the party and just kind of like looks at all of you and your various degrees of injuries. And Legion's head tilts slightly before they speak. We do not suggest the tactics that were used. We believe the mending is in order. Legion again tilts their head slightly, but this time to the other side. And they go, "We did not see any assassins. We just saw these," as it kicks a dead body, "leaving, and we eliminated them." there's really not much on them to loot, so. But yeah, Legion made sure that you guys were far enough away. There's fire slowly raging and kind of melting down the building. But you guys are in fact safe. Dramatic ass.
Arashi needs to invest in medkits. Or some stems. Or something.
I mean, yeah, there'd be womp rats that are just kind of chilling with Juvia. They are your pets now. Congratulations. um, Legion will kind of look at the rest of you and go, we have transport to go back to the Station of Unity for the repairs. And we believe that we have information that you were seeking.
Please.
And Legion will, like, lean down and grab, like, Epsilon's body and just kind of throw it. Throw the body gently over its shoulders. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, then Legion will pick up Arashi gently and just kind of, like, carry. Which is really funny because Arashi already is kind of a slim body. And then this big hulking Mandalorian picks them up and it's like carrying a child. And just kind of carries Arashi. This is the way.
I'm okay with this.
And Legion will lead you guys to a decent-sized transport, the equivalency of a taxi, and will let you all get in. As Legion is carrying you all, like, carrying Arashi and leading you all, Legion will look at you, Arashi, and go, we do not recommend the tactic that you used.
Noted. Thank you.
We believe that the Arashi parentage would be upset to learn of such a tactic.
She would. She would.
Legion looks at Arashi and then looks at you and goes, we have not swung our foot to kick the Arashi, and we would never harm the Arashi.
No, but your words are like a foot kicking Arashi right now. And I'ma tell you, you better just stop talking. Because it's very impolite. I don't care. It's not very nice to kick somebody when they're down. And I will hug a Mandalorian to death if I have to.
Legion will look at you and Arashi, and go, did we use any words that offend the Arashi?
I get where Juvia's coming from. I feel like I deserve this.
We do not wish to use words that hurt the Arashi. We are just concerned about the Arashi because of the Arashi parentage.
Yeah, the Arashi parentage would kick my ass.
The helmet nods. We are not kicking of any of the ass. We are expressing concern of the Arashi because we care of the Arashi.
Arashi has learned their lesson.
Legion is decidedly unfazed. There is not any emotion. It's just Completely neutral, not at all intimidated.
Yeah.
But Legion will take you guys on the transport and get you guys back to Unity Station so that you can recuperate from it, from your excursions. Along the way, uh, Ju- excuse me, Legion will detail that the information that was found about the the star maps. It seems that whatever copy of data from Revan was taken with the assassins, it did not detect anything in the warehouse. So the cult still has ways to get the information. However, you guys infiltrated and disturbed them, so you completely backtracked them. So, while they still have the ability to get the information, you caused enough fuss, even if this was not the most effective way to do it, to cause them to have more hurdles that they have to cross before they can even resolve this. So, in a way, it was still effective. But Legion does take extra care with Arashi and will personally escort Arashi to the med bay and will, in fact, not let go of Arashi. Arashi, you are familiar with this.
Yep.
This is not the first time you've had this encounter.
Yep.
And Legion essentially becomes like a watchdog for you.
Oh God.
As you are, yeah, as you are on the Unity Station and being healed, and Legion has essentially become watchdog for you. You get a message
Shit.
from Parentage.
Shit.
The message simply says, "I was told by Legion what you did.
Shit.
I know you're still on Nar Shaddaa.
Shit.
Come to my office."
Shit. Shit.
And that is it. Essentially, yeah. But we'll go ahead and stop it there because I know we had to stop by a certain time and things went sideways in a way I was not prepared for. So we'll go ahead and call it there and we'll pick this back up next time and see if you can get some further information while Arashi goes and speaks to their parentage.